Okay, Coach. Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Jets. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
Mike's 56. Danny.
Get it.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that on that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
You ain't doing nothing today. Check 50. Pilot, 64, weak.
Back to throw. Barry. On the crossing route, complete. It's Tucker. 23 yards on the play.
Well, I don't mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
And he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to...
And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Gerald Everett. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game.
The score, Eagles 7, Jets 0.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go. 15 line. Now.
SOS. Check 26. Slant.
You draw corkers.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's 2nd and 8. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. 2nd and 9 now. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
50. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
Ready.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 30.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Mike 53.
Hey, high 7.
Hey, it's our house.
Get it.
They'll look to throw here. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 20-yard line. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
11 more on that one, and another first down. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
I'm here all day.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
At the 12-yard line.
Come on, set. 30 base. Look at me. Zipper.
Defense. Here we go.
Hey, Delta.
Let's go, Mike 50. Mike 50.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And this is caught by Allen for a Jets touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And the QB rating right now, sky high. 4 for 4 on that opening drive, and it ends with a touchdown pass.
Yeah, I don't know quite how to figure it out. I think I need my friends from MIT to come in and help me. But I think 158.3 is the number one.
Yep, that's the
right. That's the
mark.
highest you can get. That's where he is. He'd like to continue on that pace.
This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up.
5.
57, run. Check the outs, check the out, check the out. Check three.
80 weapon.
On second down now, it's Lindsey. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Set. 10-2 stop.
Keep tight end. 3 down.
To throw on third down. Barry. It's caught. Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards.
First down, Philadelphia.
Okay, ready?
56. Check 56. Switch.
5.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. Yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2.
Check safety.
Protein spill.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Ready, set.
56. March 56. Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. Check.
22 jet bomber.
They'll try to draw Lindsey. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
And an Eagles first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check.
X3, 218, chopper. Ready.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Set up. 60 or.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Let's go.
Hey, exit.
Mike 56.
Get it.
56.
Looking to throw on second down. Barry. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third.
4 down. Alert.
From the gun, Barry. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Now.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to look for Allen now, the deep ball. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Out. Check 4.
Hey. General West.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Bam. Shoot.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Hey, get in the way with him.
Back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
Got it.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Alert. 3 down. Check 13. Check 13.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hit it.
Looking to throw. Barry. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So They take it over. We step aside. The Eagles on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is third down and 12. Operating from the gun, Barry. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
First down, Eagles.
Let's go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Ready? 90 Wolf. Hey, Orbit.
It's our time, guys. It's our time.
To throw on second down. Barry. The open man is Westbrook. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
That's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty.
Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down.
Hey, Haywood. Ready?
From the gun, Barry going for the deep ball. It got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 30 big ones.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. On first down, it's Hunt. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits, and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he'll go down at the 28.
We got this.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. A gain of 9 yards. And an Eagle.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
50 seconds to Mike. All day, dog. Slam, slam, slam.
6-6, pull it high. Hey, Alpha.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
Now.
Throwing on first down. Barry. This is caught. A good pickup there, 26 yards. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They'll come out in the pistol.
Got one, I got one.
They're going to run this with a tight end. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. at the 4. Here's second and goal.
Crutch, 61, matchbox light.
The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. On second and goal, the lone man in the backfield is Hunt. They'll give it to him up the middle. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Set. 15, Ronnie. 15 line. Bravo. Check 25. Check 25. Greystone, travel. Hey, Charlie.
Operating from the gun, Barry. Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on, what does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Update now from a game going on in Pittsburgh. And the Steelers there out to an early lead. I would definitely imagine we'll hear more from that game as we go along.
Hey, Zoo.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 27 yards there, a first down.
And the Jets, first down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Ready. 8 lead. Hey, wahoo.
Pull it together. Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
10 Lobo.
No game on this defense, no game.
Hey, high 7.
43 is Mike. All day.
Be driven.
On first and 10, Barry. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
What's tight? Tight ends right. What's tight? Tight ends right.
Hey, Delta.
You got three. Three down. 43 Read the mic, boy.
Blue draw, Porter.
43. Watch QB draw.
Ready?
Throwing again. Barry. Flushed out right. And his throw is incomplete. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook. But now it's third down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Hey, exit.
On third down, Barry. And that is incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Hey, Echo. Let's go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Go.
Motion, 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 motion. Hey, check my 50.
Now.
50, check my
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Now a leaping catch. He's got it. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Incomplete on the deep ball. It's fourth down.
Here's the Jets punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Let's go, fellas.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
80 weapons.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up third and 4.
Now back to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off.
Let's go.
Their own 28-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Tight end right. We got 4.
Smooth. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
Off the play fake. Barry. He'll dump this one off to Lindsey. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
Ready.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. We got
Go.
We got 3.
Ready.
On 1st down, right back to Lindsey. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Back to throw. Barry, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Check. 3 down.
Hey, Haywood.
From the gun, Barry. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked out by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
You're looking there at a defensive back who's maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Team 6. 53.
They'll look to throw. Going up top. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
The first down line at the 34 here on third down. He'll look to throw. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. A third down gain of 19.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Check 31, check 31. Check, check, check.
Hey, check 24.
You're out. Let's go.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
5.
On second and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Jets have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that gives them a 3-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
57 to Mike.
Operating from the gun. Barry. And he's got his man on the out route. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it a second down. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Check 37, check 37.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, Charlie. Ready?
Off play action. Barry, he's going to loft one deep left side here. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
On third down, Miles. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on second and third. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 26-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Mike 53. Man out, man out, man out.
Hey, Zoo.
53's Mike. Check 50
Now.
Back to throw now on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 53 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
36, 36. Under 10, under 10, 10. Watch switch, watch switch, watch switch.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
6-6. Pull it high.
Check, check. Fresno, Fresno, Fresno.
Yo, jackrabbit. Shoot.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to second and goal at the 7-yard line.
Come on,
They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal.
Box truck.
Right here, right here.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal.
Here we go, 50, 50, Mike 50.
Here's a 2nd and 7. This will be caught at about the 6. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
You ready?
They'll come out in the pistol. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal.
49, check 49, check 49.
They'll run here on 3rd and goal. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
On first down, Barry, quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. 2nd and 1. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This fielded at the 2. He juked him. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
2nd and 7 at the 35-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And to give this time to the tailback. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Down. 18 Gator. Hey, Echo.
Hey. Mike 50, Mike 50. Oh, you got deep?
Let's go.
They'll set up a throw. And an alley to run. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. 61, matchbox lights.
Looking to throw. And able to find Kirk complete. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Hey, Sam off.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for and taken. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Throwing on first down. Barry. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. That's good for 28 yards. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
It's our time.
Go, go.
To throw again. Barry. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Key to tight end. 3 down.
Hey, Orbit.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Miles Garrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Looking to throw. Barry. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position.
Come on, set. 18 Gators.
Number 53. Mike 53.
They not ready for this, man.
Let's go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there. 42 yards. And the Jets will extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Back to throw. Barry. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 yards and a first down for Philly.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6.
On 1st and 10, Barry. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. It was Tyrann Mathieu, the Honey Badger, there to knock it away.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away.
Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. 33 yards that time. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. From the gun, Barry. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Miles Garrett in there for a milestone sack as that moves him past Hall of Famer Michael Strahan, who finished his career with 141.5. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
Mike 56. Mike 56.
Here we go. Here we go. Hey, Foxtrot. Foxtrot.
Right
Sit.
On fourth down, Barry. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. They can't hook up here on the fourth down pass attempt, and the Jets are going to get the football back. The New York offense taking over for their next possession, and they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 16-yard line.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better, and that got it done in this one.
So for the Jets, they get back at